everybody. It's a nice, already starting to get hot Wednesday morning. So I just got done my first little pickup. Nothing, not a lot to show, but I'll show you what I got here. Just backwards compatible PS3, some calculators, that Budokai Tenkaichi 3 game's not in there. So got the case for free. That's cool. So if I find a disc only, I'll have it complete. But yeah, that's it for right now. When I find something else, I'll let you guys know. I'll try to get it on there. Hopefully, I get some stuff I can dig through. So yeah, see you guys in a bit. Guys, not a lot to show, but I picked up these Mario's Tennis, Penguin Wars, and Drill Dozer for 11 bucks. And I had a guy, one of my buddies, he was at another vendor and he found this and was holding it for me until I came over there. You can see that guy in there. Complete with 2 controllers, matching controllers. 80 bucks. So I'm happy with that. Nice condition too, it's all complete. It's even got the cover, so yeah. If I find anything else, I'll let you guys know. There's one other thing I forgot to show. I grabbed this. I saw it like right on the top of the guy's load. He didn't have anything else. It was weird. It's weird to just have this, but complete in box power glove. So pretty good. It's all in there. I think I was missing the manual, but I actually have the manual, so it's good to go. And then backwards compatible PS3. So yeah, nice. So yeah, everything you guys will see will be from Sunday. See you then.
You don't need that.
No. Hey guys, it's Sunday, and as you just saw, I just scored the jackpot. And I don't know what was up with that vendor last week. His price was crazy. I had like the same amount of stuff, but I want a crazy amount. But for 35 bucks, those are all Pokemon games except one Zelda game, and a GameCube controller and a Game Boy Color. So I hit the jackpot right here. 35 bucks. Man, scored. So yeah, I'm just gonna be walking around seeing what I can find. So I'll see you guys in a bit.
What would you limit? What would you limit then? He didn't do anything anyway. I don't know.
Guys, all done at the swap meet. It was a pretty good day. You guys saw I started out with all the Pokemon games. So that was amazing because those things have jumped up in value. So good trade and stuff like that. So one thing that you guys didn't see, my other buddy, he owns a shop. He comes over here and he hunts and stuff, and he found somebody who had a bunch of 32X games. So I dug through them and picked out ones that I'm pretty sure I didn't have. I don't have a list of 32X yet. I need to get a list. I know it's a short list. I don't know why I don't have it yet, but this is kind of like what I'm going for next to complete. So I brought him a Super Nintendo and a Game Boy Color. He needs a lot of those right now, so anytime I have extra, I'll hook him up. So we made a trade for the Super Nintendo and the Game Boy Color. I got those for nothing, and this means more to me. So I got NBA Jam Tournament Edition. These are all going to be backwards, so but I got all of these. So I got NBA Jam Tournament Edition, Motocross Championship, Shadow Squadron, RBI Baseball 95, NFL Quarterback Club, which I think I might already have that one, but I'm not sure. And Mortal Kombat 2. So all of them are missing manuals, but I mean, still, good stuff. I'm happy with it. So yeah, I'm gonna get home, get all the stuff together I got today and from Wednesday, and show you guys what I got. See you in a bit. What's up, everybody? So all done with the swap meet, and really good. Pretty good week. I found a lot of like Pokemon items. Well, I mean, I guess not a lot. There was a few games, and then the N64 that I'm going to show you, and that's one thing that I've never found in the wild. The one that I have complete in the box, I bought online when it was really cheap, like a long time ago. So to find one in the wild is pretty cool. So yeah, I found a lot of stuff that I don't ever find. A lot of uncommon stuff that you just never see. So that's pretty amazing. So yeah, let's jump into it. I'll show you Wednesday's finds and then Sunday's finds. So Wednesday, my guy didn't have a lot, but he did have a couple things. Grabbed this guy because backwards compatible. So it needs to be fixed. It's got the yellow light of death, but still, I know how to fix them, so it's not a big deal. A zapper. I think I had a power cable as well, but I don't know where it's at. It's just like for the 3DS, DSi, stuff like that. And then I was getting ready to go and paying for all this stuff, and I look like in the back of his in his vehicle, and sitting like underneath a box he just lifted up was this. So I was like, oh crap, grabbed it right away. Opened it up, not in there. So I mean, I was hoping possibly it was in the system, but I was able to take it all apart and there's nothing in there. So but not a big deal. Case and manual, so that's actually pretty cool. So could find a disc only copy for that or whatever. But that was just a throw in. I totally forgot what I paid for this. I think I paid $20. Really cheap. He pretty much just gave it away. So okay, so next, the day was kind of slow. So a few of the people that I usually go to, they didn't really have anything. So one guy pulls up and he does storage units, and I'm looking over his trailer. Like a lot of other people were doing at the same time, and I noticed right on the top, easy accessible, and he said it was cool if I grabbed it. Complete in-box power glove. Well, I think it's missing the manual, but I do have an extra manual for this, and I don't know about like an insert or however that was in it. I mean, this is one of those weird boxes that it was just like glued together, I guess, when it was new. It's not one that you could open and close all the time, so that's probably even cooler to find because these boxes probably didn't last that long at all, and this one is in relatively good shape. So but the power glove is in there, the adapter is in there, and a few things like paperwork is in there. There's like the little Velcro stickies so that when you put it on your TV you could stick the adapter part, this part right here, you can stick it to the TV and stuff. So there's a lot of cool things that are in there that you usually wouldn't find in there. $25 for that, so that is an amazing deal because it's in the box. Okay, let's see. This one right here, this was just a random find. I was looking through they didn't have like
any games at all, and they had these two empty cases, and I opened them up, and sure enough, they're actually kind of harder to find PS2 games. So first we've got the King of Fighters 2002, which, I mean, even disc only is pretty high up there. And then the King of Fighters 2003. So I guess, I mean, both of these are pretty hard to find and pretty decent in value right now. And I didn't have either one of them, so I'll just hold on to them. Okay, next one. This guy usually, they have games, but it's not anything really spectacular, nothing crazy. It's something cool every now and then. The last time he had some games, he had a Super Smash Bros. On the N64 that he changed the label. Like right away, I could tell. I was like, yeah, that's clearly a fake label. He said, yeah, I printed it up. The other one was just completely messed up. And I was like, you should have just left it. I mean, you know, now you got that suspicion that it might be fake, the whole thing. So, even though, you know, that's a pretty common game. So, but he did have one Super Nintendo game for $10. And this is a uncommon Super Nintendo game, First Samurai. So there's the title right there. So pretty good, $10. Next, walked up just in time, just before one of the other vendors. He's a reseller, another vendor there. He goes pretty hard for video games, so it's kind of hard to get stuff before him. So got there right as a guy was emptying this box of games for, I'm gonna say, for $11. For $11, I got a Drill Dozer, which that, you know, that right there is, it's, I believe it was over 20, 25, and I didn't have it, so definitely happy to find that in the wild. Mario's Tennis, and it came with the little bottom part, which is always missing. And I don't ever really find Virtual Boy games, so that was pretty cool. And then Penguin Wars. So some nice little handheld games. Well, I mean, I guess Virtual Boy's kind of handheld. $11. All right, now let's get on to the big boy. So I was down the way a little bit, waiting for what was supposed to be some games, but there ended up not being anything, which kind of sucked. And I have another buddy that in the morning he goes to the same vendor I do, but he just buys electronics and stuff like that. So whenever he finds games, if I'm there at the swap meet, you know, he sets them aside and then waits till he sees me. Well, I walked down to this other vendor to see if he had games, and when I walked up, this was sitting on my buddy's like little cart. So we got the Pikachu N64, and it's complete. I mean, it's, you know, even got the little expansion cover. Came with all the cables and 2 controllers, which is really cool because I'm gonna keep one for my boxed set. Pretty sweet. Really good condition, and I mean, anything Pokemon right now is just crazy hard to find. You know, it's getting snatched up everywhere, so it was pretty cool to find that in the wild. He was asking 100. I was able to talk him down to $80, which I thought was fair. You know, it's kind of a little lower than what it's going for online, but I mean, I'm sure it's going to go up. But you know, perfect trade bait right here. This is something, you know, a lot of people want, and I could probably get some, you know, higher priced games for my collection, and that's the whole point. So definitely, that's why I picked that up, and you know, to get one of the extra controllers. Okay, so that was it for Wednesday. Now let's move on to Sunday. So Sunday comes along, and a guy I go to had some pretty decent stuff this time. And you guys saw I was digging through bunch of Pokemon games. So first we got green Game Boy Color. That was complete. GameCube controller. And then a bunch of games. The only one I don't know what happened to it. It was around here somewhere, but I don't know. I guess my kid was playing it or something. But Pokemon. I also got Pokemon Yellow, but I don't have it. I don't know where it's at. So But other than that, we got Pokemon Gold, Pokemon Blue, Pokemon Silver, and then Zelda Link's Awakening. What else did I get? I think I also got 2 calculators as well. Maybe. I don't know. I don't remember, but there was something else that I got. But I paid $35 for that, and that was an amazing deal. I mean, the previous Sunday he had a few items that I wanted to get, and I don't know, his price was crazy. I was like, oh, what? I don't know what he was thinking, but this time around it was amazing. I was like kind of blown away when he said, I was like, $35, here you go. So that was a great deal. All right, so next, just walking around, go to the back of the swap meet and find this one guy. He kind of has games, sometimes mostly disc based, but this time he had a bunch of cartridge games. Really common stuff, but just wanted to grab it for what did I pay? $9, I think. I paid $3 each. 3D World Runner. Didn't have that one. Super Mario Bros. Duck Hunt. Adding that one to one of the box systems that I have. I have like 3 or 4 box systems that are missing the game, so it's always good to pick that up. And then I thought I had this. I think it was last week. I picked up a box. It was just the box and the styrofoam for Airwolf. And I thought I had the game, but I guess I didn't. So I was able to find it, Airwolf. So now I'll put it in the box. I'll just need the manual. Alright, so this next one, I wasn't really planning on going to the swap meet that day, but I did anyways, and I figured my buddy goes there and he runs a shop, so every now and then I bring him stuff, sell him stuff for cheap or whatever. Just gives me extra money for hunting. So I brought a Super Nintendo and a Game Boy Color for him. And, I met him in the morning, told him, I had some stuff, and then we parted ways and we were hunting. When I met up with him again, he had a big bag full of 32X games in the box, which is crazy because you never see 32X games. And I'm trying to go, that's the next thing I'm going for is the 32X, just because it's easier, the only 37 games. Obviously, Spider-Man is going to be really hard to get, but that's what I'm going for. I have 18 games out of the 37, so it's pretty good. But I was able to get 6 games from him. So I traded him straight up for the Super Nintendo and the Game Boy Color for these games. So, and luckily too, I was able to remember which ones I needed because he had 3 other ones, but I already had those. And I mean, since it's such a small library that I have right now, I was able to remember which ones I needed. So we got NBA Jam Tournament Edition. Only downside is that these are all missing the manuals. Surprisingly, this is the most valuable one in the lot. RBI Baseball 95. One of those weird things about the 32X. Another one that's super valuable, like probably the second or third most expensive 32X games is what is it? Like World Series Baseball, I believe it is. It's another sports game. It's crazy. Shadow Squadron. And that's the thing too. I only want to collect these in the box, so that'll be a little bit harder for some of the games. Like I have Calibri, but it's cart only. So I mean, if I could find the box, that would be great. But most likely, I'm gonna have to try to get it again, complete, and just trade off the loose copy. Mortal Kombat 2, so that's a good one. Box on that one is a little messed up. NFL Quarterback Club. And Motocross Championship. So pretty good. Nice trade for me. I got that stuff for next to nothing. So we met up at his car when I did the trade. So I went back into the swap meet, thinking I was gonna find some other decent gems or whatever, but there was nothing else really. I got 2 more things. Another buddy of mine, he bought this earlier in the swap meet. And he just gave it to me. So Game Shark for the N64. That's pretty cool. And then last but not least, I always pick it up if it's cheap. $3 for Wii Sports. So not a bad deal. I think that's it. Yeah, that's all for the swap meet. Really good stuff. You know, I was really happy with all the stuff I got. So, I mean, you know, Pokemon. That's that's the craziest. The Pokemon Go. You know, all that stuff is going up like crazy. So, it works out. You know, if you got a bunch of extra Pokemon games, you can take them to your local game store and trade them in for something really heavy now, because they're all just skyrocketing in price. So that's probably the best way to do it. Yeah, so that's all I got for you guys. So another reminder, the end of this month, 20th and 21st, is the SoCal Retro Gaming Expo. I'm going to be there. I'll have a booth set up, you know, have all my stuff out for trades and, you know, cheap stuff. So pretty good. I'm not going to, I mean, I've got a couple things that are higher up there, but I'm not really going to bring any, I don't really have anything like heavy hitter or whatever. Mostly more common stuff, just a lot of cool stuff, you know, a lot of stuff that people would want, I hope. So we'll see. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys for this one. So thumbs up the video, comment, subscribe, and thanks for watching. See you guys next time.